pre-market is down, Dow pre-market is down, Q pre-market is down. So we might have some, we've seen that actually the last 2 days, a lot of risk off in the morning, and then we've had this kind of miraculous afternoon rally. So things have been pretty flat for the most part this week, but it's been pretty much an afternoon of risk appetite, or just fighting back essentially off the recent slide.
What's up with that? Let's talk a little bit about that, because I know you're a big volatility follower, and I always love to get your opinion on volatility. We've seen compression pretty much across everywhere, but certainly one of the markets we're really seeing a lot of compression is in crypto. I mean, just less than a week ago, Bitcoin had a 20% move, and like last 3 days, we've had like what do you think is happening over there?
Well, I mean, I'm just, let's talk from the technical standpoint. I mean, you can see all these little dashed yellow or these orange lines on my charts. Those are all alerts. I mean, essentially, I'm a crypto bull, and my participation in my coin portfolio is just looking to buy good levels, be as bullish as possible over the next probably 5 to 10 years. But I'm curious, like, I think that there's a big waiting game of like what's actually going to happen with acceptance, with legitimacy. And I mean, since we had just kind of the Chinese tech crackdown, and we've had some investor plays, but like, the big rumor this week on Litecoin. I don't know if you saw this. Walmart was supposedly going to start allowing Litecoin as like a form completely fake. And so it was
that was an excitement for about half an hour, and then we all died
well,
out.
I was actually in one of my live sessions, and I'm looking across the board at my cryptos, and usually it's like 10 to 12 coins that I look at. I'm like, how is everything down yet Litecoin is up by a lot? And then sure enough, later on that day, Litecoin is all the way back where it started. So clearly a fake out there. But honestly, all I'm doing week to week is just setting chart alarms. We haven't breached any lows. We haven't breached any highs. So I'm really just waiting. If I do look at the technicals though, I'm thinking that we end up having a high, low, lower, high, lower, low first. We have
interesting
here on Bitcoin back to 37.5. I think that there's a lot of interest to buy on sale. So, I mean, you're going to see aggressive V bottoms. You're going to see aggressive, interest. But Boris, I would love to get Bitcoin back to 30. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if there's just so much buying interest and it'll never get there. But, my position sizing in this recent 2021 low was way smaller than it was when I first started participating back in 2017 and then heavy in 2019. So I'd like it to dip. I'd like it to correct. I'd like to see if we have, this base here with the swing. We're coming back against it a little bit. Let's find some efficiencies. And from there, like if we get back to 40, definitely long on Bitcoin. And I think that would follow what's really been interesting for me is following, your kind of major coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum. Cardano's been like outperforming both of them this year. And then you also have altcoins. And I'm not a big altcoin trader. Like I said, my portfolio is like 9 coins. But I work with some people that's what they're doing. Like they're focusing on these like loop rings and the Shiba Inus and these little pops of like, if it jumps 30, 40%, just take it and go. That's not me. I'm not scouring. I mean, I've got too much assets and stocks, options, and Forex to be jumping in and kind of, gambling, if you will, with some altcoins. But I am interested in the bullish picture long-term.